From the tennis courts to the global stage, this is what happens when a rising star like Eala meets her idol, Maria Sharapova, and that single encounter changes everything. At just 5 years old in Manila, Philippines, where basketball and boxing ruled the sports scene, Alex dreamed differently. While most kids admired Manny Pacquiao or NBA legends, she found her inspiration in a poster hanging above her bed. Maria Sharapova. The tall, fierce Russian, known for her powerful baseline game and unshakable determination, wasn't just a sports icon to Alex. She was proof that a girl could rise from obscurity to global stardom through grit, willpower, and relentless hard work. Even as a child, Alex mimicked Sharapova's strokes with her small racket and practiced her idol's infamous on-court grunt, embedding pieces of Sharapova's style into her own fledgling game. To her, Sharapova wasn't simply a champion, she was a roadmap, a reminder that greatness could be reached regardless of origin. That quiet admiration soon grew into a driving force. Each time Alex stepped onto the court, she carried not only her own youthful ambition, but also the inspiration drawn from Sharapova's journey. Watching clips of Sharapova's Grand Slam triumphs on television became more than entertainment. It was a masterclass in discipline, courage, and self-belief. Alex would sit cross-legged on the floor, eyes fixed on the screen, replaying her idol's matches until she could anticipate every swing and every roar of celebration. For Alex, it didn't matter that tennis had little spotlight in the Philippines. Sharapova had already shown her that dreams were valid, no matter how unconventional they seemed. And that belief became the foundation upon which Alex would build her future. Sharapova's appeal for Alex was not confined to aesthetics or power. It was her resilience that struck deepest. Alex followed her idol through the peaks and valleys of a career marked by both triumphs and trial. Viewing Sharapova's challenges as blemishes, Alex saw them as testaments to perseverance and inner strength. During her own journey, Alex faced injuries, tough losses, and the loneliness of training abroad. In those moments, Sharapova's example reassured her. She reminded herself that even the greatest champions had endured storms before rising again. That knowledge became fuel, pushing her to train harder, recover stronger, and never let setbacks define her. Alex repeatedly read Sharapova's memoir, Unstoppable, internalizing passages that emphasized hunger, sacrifice, and mental toughness. One particular phrase, "You have to want it more than the girl across the net," became her mantra. Those words transformed into armor whenever she battled doubt, exhaustion, or adversity. For Alex, this connection was more than inspiration. It was a roadmap. She began to mirror Sharapova's discipline, structuring her daily routines around the belief that greatness demanded unwavering commitment. The echoes of Sharapova's grit reminded her that setbacks were temporary, but resilience created a legacy. Every practice session, every lonely night abroad, and every tough match became an opportunity to embody the same relentless spirit she once admired from afar, turning admiration into action and belief into progress. That brief exchange with Sharapova years later was pivotal. For Alex, the legend's words validated not just her game, but her entire journey. The encouragement transformed her perspective from an admirer looking up at a role model to a successor entrusted with carrying forward that legacy. She later described it as the moment when belief finally solidified, when the dream stopped being distant and became attainable. After that encounter, Alex's career trajectory shifted. Her game sharpened, her forehand grew heavier, her movement more precise. More importantly, her confidence flourished. Soon, she shattered milestones never before reached by a Filipino tennis player. She cracked the WTA Top 200, a rare feat for someone from a country without deep tennis traditions. But it wasn't only about rankings or trophies, it was about representation. Every time Alex stepped onto the court, she carried the hopes of a nation that rarely found itself in tennis conversations. Young players across the Philippines began to see her as proof that the impossible could in fact be possible. In tournaments like the Miami Open, Alex stunned fans by defeating seasoned players, some of whom had Grand Slam titles to their names. Each victory seemed fueled by the mental steel she had borrowed from Sharapova's philosophy, the relentless will to win, the refusal to surrender under pressure, and the belief that she belonged on the same stage as the sport's best. That spark of belief, ignited in one unforgettable exchange, now drives her toward a future where she may inspire the next generation, just as Sharapova once inspired her. Most people know that Alex's style of play mirrors Sharapova's aggressive baseline approach. Like her idol, she thrives on dictating rallies with powerful ground strokes, blending aggression with calculated risk. At the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain, where she trained from the age of 12, Alex embraced grueling schedules and relentless drills, cultivating the same warrior-like discipline Sharapova was known for since childhood. Leaving home at such a young age was not easy. Yet in those sacrifices, she recognized Sharapova's reflection. Just as the Russian prodigy had left Siberia for the United States at a tender age, Alex accepted that greatness required stepping out of her comfort zone. For her, these sacrifices were not burdens, but necessary chapters in a shared story of ambition. Life at the Rafa Nadal Academy toughened her both physically and mentally. The heat of Mallorca, the unforgiving clay courts, and the competition with peers from around the globe molded Alex into a fighter. She learned that every hour mattered, every drill sharpened her edge. Off the court, she also discovered independence, learning to live away from family, to manage pressure, and to handle victories and losses with maturity. These were the same challenges Sharapova had faced in her youth, and Alex often reminded herself that enduring them was part of her journey toward greatness. Perhaps the most enduring influence Sharapova had on Alex was not about forehands or footwork. It was about grace, composure, and professionalism. Sharapova was not just an athlete. She was a brand, a global figure admired for her poise. She carried herself with elegance even in defeat, maintaining an image that commanded respect worldwide. Alex absorbed these lessons deeply. As an international athlete representing the Philippines, she understood the weight of perception. Every press conference, handshake, and public appearance was not just about her, but about her country. In Sharapova's example, Alex found the blueprint for balancing competitiveness with dignity, for being fierce on court, but respectful off it. Today, she recognizes that she, too, is a symbol for Filipino youth, for young athletes who dare to dream, and for women in sports across Asia. Sharapova's influence did not end with inspiration. It seeded a legacy that Alex now extends. Beyond competing, Alex has taken on roles that mirror her idol's broader impact. She launched the Eala Tennis Academy in Laguna, Philippines, providing a haven where young talents can nurture their skills. To the children training there, Alex is what Sharapova once was to her, proof that impossible dreams can come true. Moreover, Alex uses her platform to discuss issues often overlooked in sports, particularly mental health. She speaks candidly about loneliness, pressure, and the psychological toll of early stardom. These conversations echo Sharapova's own post-retirement advocacy, proving that the influence extended far beyond strokes and trophies. Through these initiatives, Alex is not just building her career, but uplifting an entire generation of athletes in her homeland. In recent tournaments, including memorable runs at the Miami Open and Wimbledon, Alex has carried Sharapova's torch visibly. Her fearless rallies, her roar after big points, and her determination under pressure all speak to her idol's imprint. Yet there is also humility and an understanding that she stands on the shoulders of a legend who once lit the path for her. The bond has deepened into personal encouragement. After Alex's spirited performance at Roland Garros in 2025, she received a message from Sharapova herself. "That was fierce. Keep rising." Those words were more than encouragement. They were a symbolic passing of the torch. In that moment, Alex was no longer simply Sharapova's fan, but her successor, a living extension of her legacy. The life-changing influence Maria Sharapova had on Eala is a testament to the power of inspiration and mentorship, even across generations and continents. Their connection demonstrates how one athlete's story can ripple outward, changing lives in distant lands. From the small Manila courts, where Alex first practiced her strokes, to the grand arenas of the WTA Tour, Sharapova's lessons in resilience and aspiration have remained constant guides. Through Eala, Sharapova's legacy lives on not as a static memory of past victories, but as an evolving force that continues to inspire. Alex now embodies the cycle of inspiration. Once a child with a poster on her wall, she has become a role model with her own posters hanging in the rooms of Filipino children. What began as admiration has matured into a lineage, a rare bridge where greatness multiplies through influence. Maria Sharapova's role in Eala's life illustrates the enduring power of role models. She was not merely a tennis champion admired from afar, but a catalyst who shaped Alex's mindset, game, and worldview. Through discipline, resilience, and professionalism, Sharapova offered Alex a blueprint for success, and Alex has built upon it, blazing her own trail while carrying her idol's torch. Today, Eala stands as a living testament that greatness is not confined to geography or tradition. A girl from Manila, inspired by a Russian champion, now competes on the global stage with courage and conviction. In every forehand she strikes, in every tournament she enters, Alex carries a piece of Sharapova's fire, proving that the influence of one athlete can transcend time, distance, and circumstance. And as Alex writes her own chapters in tennis history, she ensures Sharapova's story remains alive not only as a tale of past glory, but as a living flame that lights the dreams of future champions. In her rise, the torch burns brighter, reminding us all that greatness is never just inherited. It is carried forward, one inspired soul at a time. Thank you for watching till the end. Leave your thoughts down in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting videos. Bye for now.